In August, I went back home and had a lot of food. From cottage cheese pancakes to mom's signature pho, not a day went by without some amazing homemade food. So be prepared to salivate. This is my vlog from Belarus.
Guess what? We're at the airport. And today, I'm not by myself. I am with my sis. Woo! We are on our way to Belarus and we're flying from London to Vilnius and then taking bus from Vilnius. And we're full on prepared. We've got boiled eggs, brioche, all the way from Germany from my friend. Shout out to Ellen. It's 8 a.m. right now and our flight is, I think it's at 8:40. Woke up just before 4 a.m. today. It's gonna be a long ride. I even brought fried rice. I only had piping bags left in my apartment, so I don't know how good fried rice is when it's completely cold, but we don't really have much choice because paying airport prices. We're in Vilnius right now and we're gonna take a bus to Minsk. We don't know how long it's gonna take at the border, so we just bought a bit of food. Got some beetroot salad, vinaigrette, lots of blueberries. Hopefully this is gonna be enough and we're not gonna take too long at the border. I freaking love these. But the thing is, these are kind of hard to find in London. I don't know why, but they're everywhere in Lithuania and Belarus. We're back in Belarus, baby! We're on our way to food market to buy groceries. This week, our mom is making pho. I am super excited because I haven't had Belarusian food and Vietnamese food for a very long time. And obviously, I've been craving some certain things, so I'll be showing you in this vlog what I usually eat when I'm back in Belarus. My mom's pho is absolutely the best. Everyone says that. And I'm not saying that just because she's my mom. It's because it's actually the best. My mom only goes to one butcher that she's known for a very long time apparently. Obviously she knows all the people that run Vietnamese stores as well. So we're buying all of the ingredients for pho.
My mom likes to get fatty meat and marrow bones for pho, and marrow bones are really what makes pho so good. And now we're getting pho noodles.
Yeah. This market seems really empty. Apparently it's busier on Saturdays and Sundays. It looks very empty right now, but it also makes sense because it's Tuesday morning. I wonder if this is the equivalent of American Costco where you can just buy everything in bulk.
This is probably the most amount of toilet paper I've ever bought in my life. And now it's time to explore my family's garden. My mom and nanny grow a lot of things, but sadly this year, because of the weather conditions, they didn't have much harvest.
Oh. These are wild berries, so you can't eat them. You know you're getting old when you're actually excited to be in the garden and pick berries and all the fruits and veggies. My family built this for birds and they ended up eating all the berries apparently. You always let me know. You always let me go my way. You always let me know. You never Kisla.
And this is the robot that my mom bought to cut grass. And when facing obstacles, it's smart enough to turn around.
This is nothing compared to how many berries my friend and I used to pick up when we were teenagers. There were days where we would spend hours picking up these berries, and after that we absolutely hated it because they're just never ending. Even my nanny told me that she hates them too. I have a feeling that an ant got into my butt. So an ant did get into my butt, but I managed to get it out. My mom makes super sweet wine out of these.
She also makes wine out of grapes, but now is not the season. This is fish cutlet that my mom made earlier, and we're gonna cut it up into pieces and fry. Here's a quick stock for the soup with tom yum paste and pineapple.
Look at the size of these chopsticks. Ё-моё, нелегко. О, нет, соли надо намного больше, да?
Always make sure to try your food before serving. Here we have rice noodles, which we top up with fish cutlets, tomatoes, and we finish it off with lots of spring onions and dill.
So it's a very beautiful Asian girl. I love very beautiful Asian girl. I love Asian girl. Really, it's this world stay only because this world have Asian girl.
Another day, another food market. Today we're on our way to a bigger food market. Мама, попробуй вот еще.
Тебе только салат?
My mom opens up every corn to make sure that it's good.
This is what I miss every time I leave Belarus. This is kvass. It looks like beer, but it doesn't taste like beer. I think one beverage that is most similar to kvass is probably a Korean drink. It's called mokole or something. I think I tried it once and it tasted very similar to kvass. It's the perfect summer drink.
And today for lunch, we have stuffed tomatoes. Season pork mince to your taste and add some spring onions. Stuff tomatoes and then fry them until golden brown. Get the insides of tomatoes in the pan and then cook tomatoes in the sauce for a few minutes. And here's Vietnamese omelette with more mincemeat.
Надо еще раз.
О боже! We're at this new boba place in Belarus. Ooh.
How nice it would be for us to see each other all.
Rise and shine! This time I'm in Belarus for almost a week. So far this trip has been mostly about spending time with family, some of the friends that are still here, and eating lots of food that I have been missing a lot. One of the dishes that I miss the most when I'm not in Belarus is cottage cheese pancakes.
People really like their breakfast in Belarus, and we decided to try a lot of dishes this time, including really soft, sweet, and scrumptious cottage cheese pancakes. And now it's time to show you guys my mom's pho. First, we're gonna wash our bones and parboil them. Then clean them up so that your broth stays clear and cook for at least 10 hours. The key to good pho is lots of bones and cooking it for as long as possible. As for your beef, cooking time really depends on the type of cut that you buy. In our case, we cooked it for about an hour and a half and we prick it with a chopstick to check doneness. About an hour before serving, we add our spices. Make sure to burn your spices and onion a little bit to really bring out the flavor. You can add them earlier if you want to, but even an hour is enough. Then put them in a spice bag and add to the broth. Thinly slice meat and make sure to have some for yourself.
You guys might be wondering why we don't add rock sugar and fish sauce to our pho. Well, the answer is we're from the north. A lot of recipes that you're going to see on the internet are going to tell you to add rock sugar and fish sauce. And that is the southern version of pho. So the southern version is obviously going to be sweeter because of that rock sugar, and that's not the kind of pho that we grew up with. Both of my parents are from the north, from Hanoi. So most Vietnamese restaurants abroad, they serve mostly a southern version of pho. The one that I'm not the biggest fan of, I'm going to be honest. I might be biased, but I obviously think that the northern pho is the best one. In particular, the one from my mom.
And now back to cooking. Prepare spring onions and coriander as well as rice noodles.
Средний делать, вот твоя,
Ну, может
или
быть,
мало?
чуть-чуть еще. Make sure the broth is piping hot when serving. Приятного аппетита!
У меня надо было еще.
Чинсу, да?
Не то. Вкуснее.
Вообще мне рекомендовали меньше соли и острова. А я говорю, а пиво можно?
Вот пиво полезно.
Я так и сказала, в меру можно.
Super. Woo. And now time for apple pie! We start off with a cup of sugar and 4 eggs. О, как я яйца разбиваю одной рукой, а! So it's been ages since we've been making this apple pie, and as always, the grandma recipe doesn't really have exact measurements. Now, usually when it comes to baking, I like to be very, very precise. I use scale all the time, but you know, grandma recipes can never go wrong. So according to my nanny, this mixer is probably the same age as me, if not older. Made in Ireland. It seems like Ireland knows how to make really good mixers. Mix them for at least 5 minutes until the mixture widens and increases in size considerably. Then add 200 grams of salt and butter and mix again until the batter is smooth. Что-то рецепт такой. Ну, смотри, яйца были до сих пор холодные. Масло, оно соединилось. As long as it turns out edible, I guess. Then we're gonna add our dry ingredients. I asked my nanny if this is fine, and she didn't even look at it. She said it's fine. Add 2 cups of flour and 18 grams of baking powder. Mix again. Thinly slice 2 apples and add a tablespoon of sugar and cinnamon.
Ой, это много. Все, хватит.
Butter your baking dish, pour a third of the batter and spread out to create the base of the pie. Then add apple slices in a circle and make sure that they don't touch the edges of the cake tin. Sprinkle the leftover sugar-cinnamon mixture and cover with the rest of the batter. Bake in the preheated oven at 175 degrees for about 45-50 minutes until done. Sprinkle with icing sugar. I have the best friends in the world. There's this brand in Belarus that's really known for their Russian honey cake, and I mentioned to my friend that I really want to get it because I haven't had it for years, and she brought 2 types for me. I'm gonna eat this on my way to Lithuania. My last pho. I understand everyone says that their mom's pho is the best one, but as objective as I can be, I do think that my mom's pho is the best, and I actually have some evidence for that. First of all, everyone who tried my mom's pho said that it's the best one. Second of all, people wanted to open a Vietnamese restaurant with my mom. She had several offers, but she just didn't want to be in the hospitality industry, so she just declined. It's 1:40 a.m. right now, and I'm finally at the airport in Vilnius. My flight is at 6:55, so this is my bed for the next few hours. I'm very lucky that I even have the seats because honestly, they don't even have that many. I think you can tell by the way I look right now that I am dead. It's 4 a.m. I did not sleep. I just couldn't fall asleep. I was just awake, and I also talked to my friend. I call this airport fashion. When you put on whatever clothes you have. It was a very nice trip. Definitely gonna miss my mom's food. Well, I guess that marks the end of this trip. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next week.